this thing. We back up in this thing, and we're doing it again. Another episode for the people, ladies and gentlemen. We're back once again. It's your boys. You know, I've been watching The Matrix, and you know, it's your boy Neo, Crypto Neo, aka Rich Crypto Dollar. You know what I'm saying? My money. You know what I'm saying? I watched all of them. I just recently watched all of them, man, and that shit was crazy. But I'm gonna let y'all boys talk about it, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and introduce yourselves, and we're gonna talk about that shit.
It's your boy Afro, saying, you know what I'm saying, just chilling. It's been a beautiful couple of days, people. I hope you know you've been getting some beautiful weather out there.
Exactly.
That he has. All right.
Go ahead and talk to Mr. Syrup. Mr. Syrup.
It's your boy Sir Senpai cooking in the kitchen.
Yeah,
it's a Sunday, so
Drizzle.
To my brothers and sisters out there, to my black girls, it's a church right now for y'all, and to my white girls, it's y'all concerts. Welcome to, you know, another great showing of your boys doing their thing.
We out here doing the thing, but you know what I'm saying? Speaking of, you know what I'm saying, it's Easter, but you know what I'm saying, I was watching The Matrix, so it was crazy. So first of all, that boy Neo is cold as hell. Now, first and foremost, I don't know if y'all heard the whole conspiracy theory with the whole Matrix thing. Have y'all heard about it before?
He's actually in the fake world or in the real world, some shit like that.
So supposedly is the theory is that they are technically in the fifth cycle of humankind or whatever. So I guess like he's in the fifth version of the Matrix. So when he goes into the Matrix, he's in the sixth version of the Matrix. And that's why he has powers in the sixth version of the Matrix. If you understand what I mean. You know how like when they went deeper and deeper, like they kept on going, okay, there was like, okay, we're going deeper. So that's when he was able to get power. So that's why when he came back into the fifth one, like in the fifth Matrix area or whatever you want to call that shit. Yeah. That's when he had the shit. Remember when he was in the fucking shit and he was able to like stop the Sentinels and all that shit? Yep. Everybody was like, what the fuck? How did he have powers in the real world? It was because he was in the fifth Matrix. So there's this whole like conspiracy that it's not just this whole thing that he's in real world and then boom, it's just no, it's like the fifth and sixth level of the Matrix kind of thing. So
we're just going deeper and deeper.
Pretty crazy. More or less, yeah, it's pretty fucking nuts. But I was just like, what y'all think? Then so like, there's also this theory that Neo supposedly is not the hero. It's actually Neo, because you know how they say Neo is the anomaly in the whole thing.
Yeah, he's a virus out there.
So technically he's the virus. You know, he's the thing that's fucking everything up. And Agent Smith is the thing that regulates. It's like a white blood cell. That's why he multiplies the way it is, and it's like
coming up for his
ass. So it's like
and every time he tried to take Neo over, Neo's nope.
Every time, and it's crazy. Yeah, go ahead.
It just feels trife.
That boy's nasty.
Yeah, because like if y'all like go back and watch The Matrix, like it like that's one thing they've been. I don't know if it was one of y'all that told me that they're supposedly supposed to make a remake of The Matrix.
That's what I'm talking about. Did you watch a new one? When I said new one, it's a remake.
I'm not watching. No, I think they made like an anime one, but I don't know.
Oh shit! Well, shit, nigga, they're making a new person one. So I believe it might be. I think it's a movie though. Ricky, I can. Okay.
Yeah, that's how you were saying though. Go ahead.
No, I was saying we could. I prefer like instead of them doing a remake, just get another storyline.
Yeah, and you gotta have Keanu, bro. Like, I'm not watching nothing without him in it. I don't care. Plain and simple, bro. Because like
you gotta get it.
Because y'all remember, do y'all remember the scenes? Do y'all remember the scenes where he was fighting Agent Smith, bro? And they was just in that big. Bro, them niggas was banging anime style,
bro. These in the original cast like, in this fucking one.
They using the original cast?
Yeah.
Oh, it's over with. I'll take my money. I'm gonna risk Corona for that shit. I'm going to the movies to watch that bitch, bro.
So it's gonna start beginning this
I'm going to
year.
the movies.
And
I'm going to the movies. Y'all going to the movies to watch the new Matrix? I'm going. I'm telling you right now, bro. Straight up.
So,
go ahead.
Syrup Senpai, I got a question for you. Have you already watched the Batman? If we watch, if we do watch not Batman, I'm sorry. Justice League, right?
League.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, yeah, think about it. Oh yeah, we couldn't talk about it last time because y'all didn't watch it.
Yeah, we couldn't. Yeah.
So have you had to watch it then?
So everybody's watched it now.
I've watched it twice.
Everybody watched it twice.
Whoa.
He watched it twice.
Boy,
nigga, that's 8 hours of your life right there. That's a full work day. I gotta let y'all know.
Yep.
That.
Hell yeah.
The people know that. That's a full work day of your life right there. So what do you think about this shit?
Damn, that's crazy.
What do you think about this shit?
See, okay, I gotta put it into perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's because they've been so garbage, and now they have done something decent, or it was a great movie.
I told you that shit. I said I give it a solid. It's a solid 7-8. 7-8.
If he's directing the rest, if they let him direct the rest of DC, they'd be cool.
My and like I said, that's why I agree with you guys, and we won't spoil it for anybody or whatever. But like I do agree, it was better. For me, my biggest critique was that it was just too long. That's it. Honestly, other than that, it made sense for the parts that they put together. But
it really didn't feel that long because I also it's like you can.
It's like a short series.
I like exactly because like I left that shit. I went to a party and came back and finished it the next day. I watched 1 and 2, went to a party, came back the next day and finished 3 and 4. That's how long the shit is.
What y'all think of the black suit? What y'all think of the black suit Superman?
I think that shit was clean. I didn't know about it, so y'all knew about it. I didn't know about it because you know how they showed all the other suits at first. Because I was like, he's gonna go with his usual shit, the blue. And then all I see this man show up in all black. I was like, God damn, this nigga trying to put someone in the mortuary right there. So I was like, all right.
Oh yeah, he came out there, bitch. But hey, that scene, I still think the scene where this nigga came back, like when he first came out the fucking ship, and then obviously it's in the first one, so it's not like I'm spoiling it for anybody. Yeah. But when this nigga was fighting all them niggas,
everyone was getting whooped.
Bruh. He was fighting everybody, bro. And I'm talking about he had Aquaman like this, Wonder Woman like this, and what was Cyborg doing? No, he had Cyborg. And then this nigga Flash. And this nigga Flash was taking off, bro. This nigga Flash running and shit. And then this nigga just looked at this nigga in the corner of his eye. He was like, this nigga was like, oh, how the fuck is this nigga seeing me right now?
Yeah.
And then he threw them niggas, stops in time, goes, nigga, and then goes try to fuck this nigga up, just happens to miss him. And then this nigga, this is my thing. This is my critique too. Now, I understand the quirky Flash and all that shit, but this nigga's hand-eye coordination is too fucking clumsy for me.
It's too clumsy. I know, but this is the thing. I did fuck with the Flash, though. I still fuck with the Flash, but he shits out. I'm like, come on, man. Come on, Flash. You doing...
His personality was a little bit better.
It's like you're doing... He's just like he's too... it's like he's too quirky. And I think I was like, okay, I guess that's the version they're going with.
Another thing I'll commend them on, they did Cyborg right. They did him right in there.
And that's why...
With the explanation. And I like the way... Because Cyborg is cool. People forget to understand. Cyborg is cold as fuck.
But do you think...
But what in the modern world, he's probably the ultimate character.
He changed his suit, didn't he? Is it just me?
I believe
he's going to modify his
suit.
That
suit looked different from the original movie, but I was like, this nigga clean. The way they made Cyborg was...
Because he made him like all metal.
Yeah, exactly. And so I fuck with that, though. But then, and even, what's his name? Yeah. The main dude, Steppenwolf, he changed his suit, too. And so... I was thinking it was nice. Good, especially, nice. Because, like, the first scene, you know how, like, it started off, it was going against all the Amazon. It had the 300 vibe in there. I'm saying he was fucking up them Amazonians, though.
He beat the brakes off their asses, bro.
He was whooping them.
He beat the brakes.
You know someone got beef when he whoop your horse, and he was disrespecting everyone in that bitch.
And like we said, though,
his weapon was cold too, though.
Oh yeah, did they change weapon? Yes, you're right. They changed that shit.
Yeah, yep. They made that shit. They made that shit a lot doper. But I feel like they went into in depth on. And then another critique I would say is they went in depth on some stories that they didn't need to, and didn't go in depth on some stories that they could have. If you understand what I mean, right. Without giving away what happened, if you know what I mean. I'll say this in pertaining to Steppenwolf. Okay. You know what I mean? Like, they could have given more explanation for him rather than just saying what it is. They could have, like, you know, a little flashback, that kind of thing. But they instead did it to, you know, obviously pay homage to the characters and all that other stuff. But, I mean, in all in all, it was a pretty cool movie. I mean, obviously we had to talk about it on here, you know, being superhero and all that other stuff too. But, you know, shoot, in other news, though, I was talking about the other day. Oh, Space Jam 2. Space Jam 2 trailer came out. Boy. I was thinking, so...
Let me y'all opinion on this. Because
this is my opinion on it.
I was just like, man, I don't know about this.
This is my critique on it first. Now, it's an interesting point of view, I would say. If it was me, I would be hella disrespected if I was the children of LeBron James, and the fact that this nigga put some other kid in the movie, unlike Will Smith, who put his actual kids in the movie.
But you know,
if this nigga LeBron told me,
trying to make it a dynasty.
Just imagine if he was LeBron's kid, right? Mm-hmm. And he'd be like, "Oh yeah, take out the trash." I'd be like, "Go ask your Space Jam son to go take out the trash." Since you want to fucking
you put him in there.
Yeah, you want, since that's your real son, nigga.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Will Smith put Jaden and Willow in that bitch.
Yep.
Come on, man. But he didn't put the trash one though.
Man, he been pulling all his kids on there though. That's crazy. So, but either way, his family get money
because he didn't put the trash one.
Maybe the trash one wasn't trying to get in on the dollar.
Shit.
Yeah, who ain't trying to get money? Who ain't trying to get money?
Man, I don't even know what this man look like.
He looked like a different version of Willow and Jaden.
For real? Is that their actual kid, or is it like Will's other kid?
It's Will's kid with his first lady or wife or whatever it was. I don't know, something of the sort. But yeah, I mean, shit. And speaking of that boy Will, man, shit, Will ain't been the same ever since that Red Table Talk.
Nah, he ain't.
I don't think Will. To me, he just been making TikToks with Jason Derulo, and he ain't been.
That boy, he's trying to calm the pain. That boy hurt.
I love Will Smith to death, but Will Smith is not the legend as that. Like they said, you either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become a villain. He is just. I almost fucked up on following Will Smith the other day because all this nigga do is TikTok. Jason Derulo and shit. I'm like, bro, Jason Derulo don't even make music.
Yeah, and that's the thing motherfuckers start saying. Maybe that's why Jada had to cheat. He was making too many TikToks. That's why Jada had to step out.
He wasn't even making TikToks before, bro.
It don't matter. He was
doing
after
Red Table Talk.
He was doing all this shit. Then taking care of his wife. Blowing her back out. That's what should have been doing. He let another
and
man
that's why August Alsina slid in that bitch
and blow her back out. And now he's doing TikTok.
Yep.
He got to you know what?
Shoot.
He got to reclaim his throne. That's his.
I don't know if he can, man. This is my thing, man. Like it's like with that situation, you see it, and it's sad because like you see the pain in that boy Will Smith eyes.
That boy Will was.
You see the pain.
Okay, he looked hurt. Boy.
He was hurt. My nigga Will was hurt, bro.
He ain't never been the same.
My nigga Will was hurt. He ain't been the same, bro. Like, I can't even... I love Will Smith to death. Will Smith will forever be, you know what I'm saying, Will Smith from fucking Fresh Prince. Will Smith will forever be, you know, Cuz from Bad Boys. And Mike Lowry from Bad Boys. But, like, bro...
He ain't never been the same.
I can't look at him the same. Like...
you know, it's funny.
I had him like Denzel, Will Smith, Dale. Now it's like... It knocked him down, even though he didn't do nothing. Knocked him down.
All right.
Why? Why did
nothing happen to his career? To me, it's just like I'm like nigga. The way she did you is dirty, boy. Like I don't see.
Bro, his movies don't even hit. His movies don't even hit the same.
Shit, I don't know about all that, nigga. I don't know about all that.
Will Smith's movies used to hit. His new shit used to hit. If he put out some new shit, it was Will Smith
the
wasn't.
Gemini Man, that shit was.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Will Smith stuff is trash now. It's not hitting.
He hasn't put anything else out. What has he pulled out?
Well, I mean, he had put out some little small shit. He had Hancock.
Nigga, that was before.
Hancock was great.
That was way before.
Really? Okay.
Table Talk. Great Table Talk happened
That was
this year.
That's what I'm saying. No, he hasn't put anything out good recently. But I'm saying though, the man. But at the same time too, I still had him up there, even though he was putting out shitty movies. I knew that he just didn't have the juice like that in the movie realm. He'll still Will Smith to me, but now the Red Table Talk shit added on top of the fact that I can't watch movies or see him on TV. It's like, I used to love you. It's like, now you're just somebody that I used to know. Somebody.
So this is the thing though, because a lot of people, because I've heard a lot of opinions about it. Motherfuckers are saying like the way this shit was handled, like it kind of put Will Smith in a tough spot. Cause think about it, like, it's like think about like if that was any other situation, it wasn't like that. You see him, he's just like see niggas snapping out there.
The dumbest shit is that it was old shit.
Yes. And so they were saying like, hey,
yes.
Go ahead, Ty.
You gotta say old shit.
Go ahead, say.
But you gotta think about this. What if he just found out? Okay, we know he found out about it, right?
Yeah.
But my thing is, why are you gonna see him differently?
This is my thing. For all I know, he could have known. But and this is we were talking about this.
I don't think he knew.
And exactly that's my thing. He didn't know. So my thing is that it hurt because he didn't know. So that's why.
So basically,
go
what
ahead.
you're gonna say is, if someone is gonna cheat, they might as well cheat. Because I remember we just had a conversation recently.
Yeah.
And so now the question now it comes down to, because like women say all men cheat. So now is it all men cheat, or is it like if a nigga gonna cheat, man or woman, they gonna cheat no matter what? Because they have an open relationship. You think about it.
Yeah, it's people.
In honesty, if Jada came up to Will and was like, nigga, I'm fucking August Alsina, you ain't doing shit about it, they're in an open relationship. He could not say no.
He would have and this is the thing too, somebody like Will Smith would have most likely would have just balanced the books in a matter of said, okay, you know what? The fact that we rather maintain this brand as a marriage, it's more than us breaking up for this you wanting to fuck thing. We can still stay together. Okay. You can fuck that nigga, but I'm gonna do my own thing on the side. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay. So honestly, maybe she was ashamed. She didn't want to say nothing about it.
Nigga ashamed of
Next
what?
thing you know,
you're in an open relationship. You know what I'm saying?
This shit is out in public. On top of the relationship, they had before, right, with him.
It's always been. It's still that way.
The relationship, because they had. It's someone they invited to the house and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe it was like like soccer. You can bring someone into your. It's just like Junior. Think about it. You get like a mentor, right?
Like a guest player.
Yeah,
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. Even if you guys in an open relationship, that situation is kind of hard for her to be like, oh, I'm trying to smash this person. It just happened.
But that's the thing. That's how most of the shit start off, though. You know what I'm saying? Because like most of the time, it's like someone come over and next thing you know, y'all getting drunk, and then next thing you know, she's putting a hand on your shoulder, and he's looking at you some type of way, and you're like, what's going on? Like, you want something to drink? Everyone's living the party.
I didn't seen enough pornos to know what the fuck goes on.
It's always that guest that come in. They're like, what we trying to do here? You know what I'm saying? Like,
don't bring a nigga to stay in your house, especially if your wife is fine. Your wife is fucking Jada. Like, I understand. Like, this is the thing. At the end of the day, motherfuckers is gonna do what they're gonna do, and you can't even blame. Especially a nigga as a dick. You having a dick.
Same shit.
If you a 20-something-year-old nigga, and this honey. Yo, sexy 30, ass 30-something. She 40-something. 50.
Oh, was she? No.
Jada's like 50.
She's 59, but back then.
She was like 40-something. This is like 4 years ago. It's not that long.
Oh, okay. I was thinking it was like way back when. Okay.
But he still added that out.
No, this is like 4-something.
So do you think it was right?
So now this is the thing,
or what?
No, what you say?
August Alsina needed the press too, though.
He do.
So it's convenient for him.
Yeah, but
that's the thing. I mean, we're talking about something old. You know what I'm saying? That's forever ago. We can go on to something else. But I mean, it was something.
Y'all already been on this movie shit. Let me tell y'all about this documentary I've been watching. It's called One Stories, and y'all gotta watch this shit because that shit good. But basically, it's talking about the clothing motherfuckers wear. Like some people, some people get that lucky T-shirt where like some sportsmen. They wear that shit every time that team playing. They wear that shit. But now the first episode, shit's hella gay. It was talking about this nudist community down in Florida, boy. And boy, this is the wildest shit. Like all they do is this community is like a resort, and they just walking around naked. You can choose wherever you want. You're just walking around naked, dick out. They're having a conversation. Like you're going to jazz class with other motherfuckers, and dick is swinging. These out here dancing and shit. You know them jazz classes, dick swinging, titties. Areolas is bouncing. Boy, that shit
this is on Netflix.
This is on Netflix. But this is what I'm saying.
You can see titties and dick on Netflix, ladies and gentlemen.
I gotta tell y'all something though, because I felt so empowered. I had to strip down and had let my.
You watching naked?
I was watching naked too, to literally be immersed in the experience.
To immerse in it.
But no, I'm trying to ask y'all niggas this. Can y'all out here live in a community like that?
No.
Like this whole why not? Let me tell you why or why not?
Because I like my dick being a surprise.
Okay, all right. Hey,
I don't like just.
I will say this though. Some motherfuckers out there.
I have confidence in my shit.
Some motherfuckers have some bush out there. I'm like, shit, boy. If I'm gonna go out there with a bush, I gotta say this myself. I'm doing some design if it's gonna be displayed to the wall. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you gotta do like a heart or a unicorn.
Superman, that hope symbol right there. The S is for
hell
hope.
no! I'm putting Bitcoin. I'm putting the Bitcoin symbol right above my shit. Putting the Bitcoin symbol right above my shit. Ethereum, all that shit. Crypto. You know what I'm saying? Black Sensei shit, all that shit. Fuck it. Like, come on. You can't just go out there just regular.
Right out there.
Shit,
exactly. And this is the thing. If a motherfucker see you with a design, say for instance you write Black Sensei or whatever the fuck, or you write your name on the shit, somebody gonna remember that this motherfucker had their name written in their pews. Yes. Like, you're not gonna forget that a motherfucker had their name or something written in their pews. You're not gonna forget
it. It's a nudist community, so like I'm sure like motherfuckers, because like think about it, if I'm going out there and I'm airing everything out, because sometimes you can be out there and you can wear full clothes, but if I'm airing everything out, this motherfucker's gonna remember what I'm packing with. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going out there, and also it's like.
But this is the thing, though. I'm an honest person.
Yeah.
I'm a growing out of shower, because people just gonna be out there parading and all that other stuff, and then so some chicks gonna be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? She want that nigga. What if it's a cold day? What if it's a cold day, nigga? You just your nigga out here. Your nigga out here hanging on top of your balls, nigga.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
He's a little shrunk up. He's
just hanging on top of your. This is how you hang on top of your balls like this.
He's like a little chilly.
Hey, it's cold out here. Let me know when it's warm. I'll come back out.
This is the only thing I feel like I may not be comfortable with, because sometimes I don't know where my niggas reacting. So what if I'm walking around and I see some bad shit? Because it's just a resort. Think about it, how you be walking around in the resort. And then
you can't.
Like,
there's nothing you can do.
There's
nothing you can do, nigga. Your shit is gonna stand.
It's gonna stand.
If you see that,
reporting for DOT.
And then you gotta think: is that disrespectful or is that harassment?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. Is that harassment?
Reaction.
But it's a nudist community, so because
exactly. It's a nudist community, so you should know that people is gonna fuck around and somebody's gonna have a boner.
So
especially old niggas.
It's like they're so comfortable with just being naked and seeing naked people.
Obvious.
But this is what I'm saying.
Obviously, motherfuckers is gonna be so they gonna be showing hard dick on fucking Netflix.
Because those
only
nice
soft dick.
I'm not gonna lie, there's some nice ones in there. So if some bad shit walk by, if my shit stand, is she gonna be like, oh, this nigga is out here being on some weird shit? You know what I'm saying? You can't be on some weird shit, right?
It can't be on some weird shit. It's a nudist community, but this is the thing. There's going to be somebody that's going to feel that way, because we talked about this the other day. you can't help how people feel about things. Because no matter what, if let's say for instance, maybe she's not into black dudes, right? And your shit get hurt.
Oh yeah, creep.
Or she's not into you specifically.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Maybe. Let's say for me, on my instance, maybe she doesn't like dudes with dreads, and she's like, I don't want him. But I'm sitting here with my shit on rock. My shit just standing like this, just like this, nigga. Just looking at her like, what you gonna do? Yeah, I see you. I see them cheeks. Go ahead and walk away. I'm trying to follow you. You know what I'm saying? But it can't be seen as disrespectful because it's part of the community.
Do you
I
think
feel
that's
like. So just imagine being in a restaurant, like being ass naked eating.
They did. The only thing is like
that's what I'm saying. I couldn't do that. Like, I can't do that.
Put his ass. I don't know how much he's washing his ass on the seat. I know to get you wiping it down and disinfect, and then disinfecting it, but like
in the middle of a panorama, bro.
Got some nasty asses. You know, there's some motherfuckers that like they got them. They can't even wipe their whole ass. And to put their ass in that seat, I'm not trying to.
Bruh, it's motherfuckers out here with them. It's motherfuckers out here with them big, hairy, sweaty asses. Motherfucker done worked all day naked, sweated all day naked. Probably ain't washed his ass, and then came and sat his ass in this chair. And I'm supposed to bring my ass on this chair in the middle of a parallelogram. Y'all crazy.
Oh. And this is the worst one.
Go ahead,
you can't even trust people to wash their fucking hands after they go to the restroom.
Bruh, they had to tell people how to wash their hands during the pandemic. Bro, there was signs in the bathroom telling people how to wash their hands.
African home, you walk in the house, what's the first thing you're doing? Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Wash your fucking hands.
Oh yeah.
Well, no, actually, you gotta greet the person that.
You don't want to be in the house and you're just walking in there like you
better greet the person that own the house.
What the hell?
Because I can guarantee you're gonna get that. You can't greet. Oh,
did you leave your man?
Washing your hands, you're like.
Sorry, I didn't see you tucked in the corner in that chair.
You'd be like, you
like,
using the
crazy,
water
man.
I paid for, but you couldn't say hello to me.
But yeah, but.
Are we intimate?
I know, right?
No, keep
but
I
was not. No, go ahead. Nah, I was just gonna talk about how the whole Lil Nas X shit with the whole Satan shoes. And how churches was making a big deal about the shit, and then apparently, supposedly, supposedly it also. So Lil Nas X apparently made a partnership with some company, and this company made these nice-looking Air Maxes, but they had like
Air Maxes just wet, and so I'm like, but it's like, yeah, all right, keep going.
Yeah. Yeah, so they made it with like satanic emblems and all this other stuff. So the problem is, obviously, you made it with Nike. You can't do that shit because now you associate Nike with those things. So later on, it comes out that apparently there was like human blood on each shoe or some shit like that. Bro, don't ask me. I don't know what the fuck kind of company.
This is the thing. It makes it
it does make him. It makes him pretty authentic.
Lil Nas is a wild motherfucker. He be doing wild shit, and taking shit seriously. So him adding that, niggas getting more views on his side. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah.
And now let me add you another one.
Yeah.
Let me add you another thing now of publicism and marketing. Only 666 pairs were released to be sold. Doesn't get any more marketable than that.
But what's the church shit?
It doesn't.
So,
like,
it came out the shoes.
It doesn't. So obviously, in the more, I guess you would say more white evangelical Christian communities, they were making this whole big ordeal about, because I guess in his music video, he had like a scene where he was fucking Satan or Satan was fucking him or one of the two. Some wild shit. Because like you said, Lil Nas be on some wild shit. Yeah. So he was fucking, him and the devil was fucking or whatever. And they made this whole thing talking about, they're making Satan worshiping music and all this other stuff. And then so now the funny thing is, people are making memes, obviously, in the black Twitter community. They're making memes talking about, oh, all these white people was making this big ordeal talking about this nigga Lil Nas X is making music about, oh, I'm going to hell. But you know that one song, that white people song that goes, I'm on a highway to hell. I'm on a highway to hell. So yeah, bro, they had that. There's like all these old ass people talking about this shit like they wasn't singing this shit in the club. You know what I'm saying? High off probably like cocaine and shit like that. So it's a whole funny, crazy ordeal. So I mean, it's something I wanted to bring up in the matter of like, you know, the church getting into an ordeal where it's like they're bringing pop culture into the church. Only because it's obviously
black.
What
I'm saying? It's a music video.
Okay,
like,
get on.
Niggas is having about it? The dick out there. It's like, it's different if it's like he's fucking someone on the music video and they're not just like
he's
a
black.
And they're like, oh, this nigga's is fucking porno. Like, he making a porno. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
well, this is the thing, and it's how you can go here in a second. This is the thing.
But that's the
he
thing.
He did push the boundaries pretty fucking far on this shit. It's some wild shit. I ain't watched it, but it's some wild shit. That's what everybody says. But it's how I go.
It's not. To be honest, it's not real. It's not like watching the Weekend. It's like it's almost you saying like the Rick and Morty.
It's not. They're not actually fucking
in Rick and Morty. Basically, they got all that shit in Rick and Morty. The shit what they not just did. They basically might as well come back and say every Rick and Morty shit or like the Family Guy, because Family Guy has had some wild shit too. All them shit you gotta take it off. Cause them motherfuckers I don't watch it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. That's how I go.
Churches, right? They want their members to play tight on this stuff. If they're losing members, that's future revenue. So they have financial incentive and publicity incentive to go after them.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's why they got up in there.
Exactly.
I'm telling you.
Another thing too, that the religious people benefit off of fear.
Yeah.
The more people fear, the more people look to faith. If you think about it. So if you're more scared that something out there can, go ahead, Isao.
For me, the thing is like people are more feared about the unknown than the known. They're so worried what is going to happen to them after they die that they can make a sound decision.
They're scared that the devil might tickle their butthole. That's what they get for the video.
Which like
you know, see if I was a pastor, this is how it's gonna be. Brothers and sisters, let me get a name in. You know, there's some wild shit out there. Wild shit. Y'all gotta get with the Lord. Get with the Lord. Accept the Lord or else.
Get with him.
In the little ass video, you gonna be getting your booty hole touched down in hell. Do y'all want your booty hole touched in hell?
Oh no!
I know y'all don't want that. Y'all don't want your booty hair touched by the devil's hot dick. Oh no, we don't want that. We want the Lord.
Jesus,
you know what I'm saying?
Jesus didn't die for that.
I would do.
Jesus didn't die for that. Yes, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Fear, bro. Fear brings dollars. That's what it's gonna bring, bro. No matter what. And it's crazy because you just sit here and think, like all the time, you know, when Corona came, you know, you had those people that came out, and you know the church people that said, "Oh, I'll blow it away." I was like, really? He said, "Corona, I'll blow you away." I was like,
"What's your mask, nigga? Because you should be blowing away."
You know what I'm saying? So like,
you know, I think part of the reason, like, bro, they've been so sheltered from reality around the world, right? Because think about this: if you grew up in a place where there was smallpox, and you had that, and they tell you there's like an air, you won't be asking this unnecessary questions or asking a fool.
But this is the thing though. Niggas have seen measles, niggas have seen all this, and there's still anti-vaxxers out there. Motherfuckers have seen motherfuckers with polio, and there's real anti-vaxxers out there still.
Yes.
Now, what are you gonna say?
It's because what I'm saying, they are sheltered from environments, right? That they can't receive that. Think about it. If you're in a place that was measles infested, right? They will not be. They don't have this energy to argue about it. The probability of them getting it now is really low. It's convenient.
Original Kryptonia. What you about to
Sure.
say?
When I was talking about the Now, I was about to say, in the matter of just to piggyback off of what y'all were saying before, in the matter of we fear the unknown rather than the known. In the matter of, like, for instance, we're more scared of something coming from outer space to kill us, right? Oh, aliens and all this other stuff. But if we really sit here and think about it, like, we don't know shit about the ocean. I talk about this shit all the time. The ocean is our lifeline, more or less. It's 75% of the world.
You need to watch that Seaspiracy. The way you be talking about. Yeah, this new.
Seaspiracy? That there's aliens down in the ocean, bro? It wouldn't surprise me.
It's a different one, but this one's more about...
Go ahead.
So this man, he was just, like, in love with the ocean, and he was just, like, researching, and then he found out some shit where, like, motherfuckers has been, like, leaking shit into the oceans and doing some wild shit. And
yeah, there's all crazy shit, bro.
It's like some wild shit that's been going on, and they've been covering that shit up. Mm-hmm.
Over time, bro. Think about it. All the oil spills that happen, when the coral reefs die, all that shit. Like, bro, as much, it's not even a matter of, like, maybe, like, unknown in the matter of, like, aliens and shit like that. I don't think, like, there's aliens. Could there be? I don't know. For all I know, Aquaman and Jason Momoa, them niggas could be down there having a whole fucking jolly old time down there. I could not know. But my thing is, we're more concerned about going to outer space and going to Mars than figuring out what the fuck to do about this whole shit that we're doing.
Because we're trying to dip. Because we know this shit's gonna get worse and worse. We're trying to find a way to dip. And that's why Elon gave my last $3. I'm like, nigga, book that shit and put my name on there. I'm trying to deep too.
Oh shit, they gonna do that shit.
Cause next
they gonna do that shit though. I was looking at.
You think I have enough tax dollars to get in there?
We got enough. We got enough crypto, boy.
Shit.
We got $80. We got crypto. We got that Tesla engine. We booming out here.
You know what I'm saying? We're trying to get it out here. But I was gonna say though,
if they give it
Young Gunna. Y'all know Young Gunna, the rapper?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, you know Gunna, the rapper. So he had tweeted out the other day that he can't fuck with a chick unless she has a credit card.
I saw that too. I laughed at this
Basically
shit.
saying that he said he was like, I can't fuck with a chick unless she got a credit card. And then I thought about it, it's like, what if niggas did a credit check on, or what if people had to do a certain credit check on a motherfucker before you got the cheeks? And if you didn't, you know what I'm saying, it'd be like a pussy karma. Make an app for it, and it'd be like pussy karma. It'd be like, oh, did your pussy pass the test? You know what I mean?
Because you know what I'm saying, like 700 plus credit score pussy is different than any pussy below 630. If a credit score is that low,
I don't know, bro. But they say
you're gonna have to question everything.
They say,
hey, you know the funny thing?
They say that the lower the credit score, the better the pussy.
Difference.
I'm just saying. What I heard on the street is lower the credit score, the better the pussy. That's what I heard. It's because of the fact of when the credit score is low, they gotta have a good pussy. They ain't got nothing else. Credit low. You gotta make sure you gotta have other assets.
So she gotta work on that pussy. But this is
gotta have other assets.
But each got a high credit score. You know she taking care of that pussy though. That pussy is getting. Is getting
think about
credit.
This. We talked about
this.
That 800.
You know what I'm saying?
She got an 800.
The 800 credit score. That's the pussy that's like it's taking trips. It's a pussy that is getting injections from that boy down in Brazil.
Yeah,
them pussy injections.
I know. Ty's gonna love this. That boy Kevin Samuel talked about it. This shit straight up. Kevin Samuel, that's the Taz sensei. That's his Jiraiya, you know what I'm saying? He looks at him like, you know what I'm saying? He wake up in the morning. You know that little meme? You know that little meme of Dexter where he was like praying talking about, I failed you. That's the time if he ever lets Kevin Samuel down in the matter of misogyny and shit like that. So he was like, but now he was saying that, you know what I'm saying? A woman, like, for instance, a woman can like not have value, but like, she can not have a good credit score or whatever. All she gotta do is find a nigga that fucks with her and that has a good credit score, and she technically has a good credit score. A nigga can't do that. You know what I mean?
Bringing up,
it's like
women dick to her, and then she's gonna be like, all right.
Yeah, but at the same time too, And you can bring premium dick, but there's another nigga out there with premium dick that's bringing something to the table. Yeah. That's the problem.
You bringing your personality. He ain't got that.
But see, this is what I'm saying in the factoring thing. This is what I'm saying in the factoring thing of shit. Yeah, that's what motherfuckers say when they keep on thinking that they special, and that's how motherfuckers get cheated on. Keep on thinking you're just special. It's serious, because at the end of the day, it will surprise you, because you shouldn't be not to say everybody's faithful. Obviously, there's people that stay faithful, and there's people that cheat. I'm not saying I condone cheating. I haven't cheated. I haven't been in the instance to do it, but I'm just saying everybody's capable. If you set up the right circumstance, it can happen. But what I'm simply saying is this. If, right, you put yourself, you have two people in a situation, more likely than not, the man and the woman, right? And a woman and a man, where the woman is bringing something to the table for the man, and then on the other side, like we said, they're using each other for the credit score or whatever in that scenario that we made up, right? If another woman comes into the scenario and she has more value than the woman that's with the man is more inclined to stay with that woman that he's already with because he's already comfortable. Than to say the woman, if a new nigga came with premium dick and he was making money, she would be more inclined to leave the nigga because she would see the ambition and she would see the long haul rather than the man, if you know what I mean. Do you understand what I'm getting at? That's how if you have something to say.
Yeah. No, I was just.
That's what I'm just saying in a logical standpoint.
Okay, I mean, I think both people do it, right? Because sometimes, I want to talk about even relationships. Sometimes when you're talking to someone, right?
But this is the thing.
And sometimes someone who comes along, people have to make decisions like that. Now, if you're in a situation where you're married, there's just more at stake to lose.
True.
But this the thing. Is the man stepping out because of she's bringing more to the table? Because I don't think it's like most of the time it's not that. Like men, I feel like at the end of the day, men are more physical driven creatures. You know what I'm saying? So she can have the greatest credit score, but like if that girl over there is willing and able to toss them cheeks,
it's what matters
on
to
there,
you.
He's always gonna take that. But I feel like it's more easier for the woman to step out if the man's offering more, like you're saying.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
It's because the man will see, he'll be like,
doesn't really care about the credit score. It's like,
he'll try to.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like I'm already having to provide.
Yes, exactly.
I already have to take care of my own shit.
Yeah.
So the nigga's like,
and that was the thing that Kevin Samuel was talking about. That that we was listening to. That although I don't listen to his shit all the way, he was just basically saying that. Because there was this female that was on there, this woman that was on there, and she was talking about, being a woman of worth, a high value woman. And
she was a woman of worth.
Honestly, she was like, yeah. So she said, why can't she get a high value man? She was like, because she was like, what you're failing to understand is that you're seeing your financial worth as something that these high value men should value, but they don't value it because it's not high on the priority list on the pecking order of what they need from a woman. First of all, it's obviously going to be looks most likely for them. It's going to be most likely of nurturing or like a comfortable feeling to where they can relax, be themselves, something of the sort. And then obviously, well, I don't know if it can tie into the physical factor, but obviously sex or something of the sort in that physical nature. But more times than not, they're not looking for you to, if the man is of high value, he's not looking for you to
take
provide
care of
for him.
Yes, because he already has
financially or whatever it may be. Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Is that
nice for the man, but I get what you're saying. Like it's nice, like that's cool,
you know what I'm saying.
She bring out shit, but it's like the guys like already have all that. Like I'm looking for something else. Yeah. All right.
Exactly. So that's why I feel like it's more inclined for a woman to be like.
So what was his advice to the woman then? Like what was she?
He just said that. Well, he was just basically more or less. He kind of always goes this. I wouldn't say hard nosed route, but he just goes this like super direct route of telling people that they have to look like more at themselves rather than looking at who they've been dating or whatever. And a lot of the times people don't like to hear somebody else tell them that they need to look at themselves.
True.
And then so like, and more times than not, especially when you're telling these women that he's telling on this show, and like them, they're also in front of an audience. So then they put their guard up
I
because
thought it was just on like IG Live.
Yeah, it's on this. No, it's on the show. I mean, it's an audience, so it's a show.
I didn't know. All right.
So it's like, and then for like, you got to think on like IG Live too for people.
Mm-hmm.
They're just seeing comments and all that stuff. He always tells them, don't look at the comments because it's not going to help you. People's going to be clowning. People's going to be saying all this shit. You're not going to get your shit solved. But nah, so it was just something
I feel like if he's going to do that, I guess it's like it's always good to look at itself, but like he should give this woman like advice, because like, people are coming out there for advice. Give them alternatives.
He be trying sometimes, but it's just sometimes like some people don't want to hear it.
That's advice is easy to give, and some people do not like taking advice. So I understand that.
Okay,
I agree with what he's saying.
Go ahead, Sai. You were saying something?
See, there are two things, right? Mm-hmm. When you tell people the truth, no matter how, especially in a situation where you're not familiar with the person, for me, I just feel like that's like the greatest respect I can give them. It's not because these people, he's not familiar with them. He doesn't know them like that. So he's honest. They call for him for help, and he's honest with them. And it's always easier for to point the other person, to point someone else, and to look into yourself. So there's that too. But I mean, most of the things he talks about, I read.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I mean, I
think that's the
problem. It's things we sit around and talk about, but if you say it in public, people are gonna say, "Oh, you're being misogynistic," but it's like it's the truth.
So do you think that's?
It's just, you get what I'm saying? That.
So do you agree with what he's saying then? That
my thing is, I agree. I agree in some words.
Some things, yeah.
Because this is my thing with it, and the matter of, for me, I always hear from a lot of people, "Oh, my ex was this, my ex was that, my ex was trash, my ex was toxic, my ex was this." I don't think, and obviously more times than not, when you're talking to somebody, you don't want to hear good things about an ex. Mm-hmm. But like, I don't think I've really, in all the times of me talking to anybody, not too many times that somebody was like, "Yeah, my ex did this something really nice to me." No, it's most of the time it's usually everybody's ex is trash. So I'm like, is just everybody in the world trash? No, because obviously there's good people out there, but it seems like everybody's ex is always garbage. Oh, my ex is this. All the memes about when somebody sees a trash bin outside, they're like, "Oh, it's my ex. What's my ex doing outside?" And shit like that. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like everybody always has a trash ex, but it kind of reflects on you. It's like you had that choice and picked that trash ass person, and then sometimes you stayed with that trash ass person after knowing they were trash. Mm-hmm. So I mean, to each his own. Really. Yeah.
Now,
go ahead.
You picked the trash. Like.
At the end of the trash
day,
man.
What they don't want to accept the fact that they pick the trash. That is what's bothering them.
But this is the thing too. It's men and women. It's men and women. People both sides. And this is the thing. People need to take accountability. We had it on the episode where we talked about accountability. People just need to take accountability for this shit. Because more times than not, it's like you can't sit here and talk about your exes are trash and all this stuff. But okay, let's take your judgment. Let's say as simple, and just to kind of wrap up the episode kind of thing, but let's just say if I was to advise to you guys a place to go get a car, and you get the first car and it's trash, then you go and then you come to me again and I advise it again, you go to another place and it's trash. Are you gonna what are you gonna say? My judgment is garbage. You're not gonna come to me again. It's the same thing, bro. It's the same thing.
It's simple.
I'm just making it simple. You wouldn't go to a store that gives you terrible customer service. You wouldn't go to a McDonald's if the fries is always cold. You wouldn't do it with that. But
if it's close by, sometimes you ain't got no option. It's convenient.
Or let's say, for instance,
if you have
go ahead.
I mean,
go ahead, Zach. No.
Okay. Give me an eating pen. It's different because if you have something you don't tolerate, right? Because that's the way they act against people who are like their ex. You know what I'm saying? When they're approaching that situation, like they're not gonna be like, "Oh, because he's available." Like no,
Yeah,
McDonald's. I know. Sometimes if they're available, if the way you're talking about, if everyone is still fitting that category, so you're trying to say everyone that's available to you is fitting that category. So still,
or even like
there's still something
when
going
it comes
wrong.
to sex. When it comes to sex, it's like, oh, my boyfriend that I was with for like 3 years had such a little dick. You was with him for 3 years and he had a little dick. So what does that say about you? You stay with the little dick motherfucker for 3 years.
But that's the thing. It didn't bother you at first, so why is it bothering you after? You know what I'm saying?
Now.
Yes, why is it bothering you after the
Because
fact?
if he bother you that much, why did you get in a relationship with him?
Exactly.
That's what, you know what? That might have to be a topic for the next episode, is that we might have to just talk about exes and all that other shit and past decisions and all that other stuff. Because that's interesting. And we might have to get somebody. I'm going to have to get somebody on here, man. Because, you know what I'm saying, it's another episode in this thing, you know what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy, the boy who's reading the ones and the zeros. The boy who's diving and moving between, you know, the crypto and the real world. You know what I'm saying? Like that boy Neo. I'm just trying to get through the matrix, baby. This is your boy, Rich Crypto Dollars. And the boys are going to get us out this thing. Till next week, ladies and gentlemen.
You know, it's your boy Afro Senin. I'm going to drop the man. Watch it, you know.
Go ahead.
Make sure, you know. See, when you're pointing a finger at someone, 3 or more fingers are pointing back at you.
Mental Viagra of the day. Look at that.
And
Boy, he mean, hey, and that's not from Kevin James. I'll tell you that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and this your boy, you know, Mr. Buttersworth. You know, make sure y'all get your money's worth from this podcast. You know, let's keep it rolling.
You know what I'm saying? We out of here.